guys! Welcome back to our channel. My name is Felice and I'm one of the spiritual advisors for the Relationship Psychics. So today I'm delighted because we are going to be doing a reading on Are You Ready for a Real and Serious Relationship? So if you haven't yet, now is a perfect moment to download our app, Mystica Psychic Readings. So to use on the app, guys, we're offering you a free credit worth $5. And in order to redeem the $5 of your first psychic reading, all you must do is download our app using the link in the description box below. So it is very great since many of our wonderful psychics are already there. So check out the app and make sure to introduce yourself. Before we begin, a very quick reminder that these general readings should be taken with a grain of salt. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in gently through your nose, breathing only positivity as well as enlightenment. Exhaling through your lips slowly after that hold, making sure to let go of all your stress, your anxieties, and your fears that has been growing for a while. Then let it all go and let it drift far away. Also, now is a perfect time to choose the card that appeals to you the most, the one that is really calling you, calling the needs of your being and your soul. So trust your intuition with choosing your cards. So here we have card number 1, card number 2, and lastly card number 3. Now I will give you a moment to feel the energies of these cards. Hi group number 1! Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your readiness towards a real and very serious relationship. So in this reading, we will be talking all about you, so you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. So don't hesitate to share it and let's interact there. So are you guys ready to begin? So okay, group number 1, as you can see here, your first card is, it says, am I clear on what my soul really wants? So let's proceed to its message at the back. So take out the shoulds and the limitations, get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. So if you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. And for today's soul action, ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? So what does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. So this is your time to be in a relationship if you want to. There's no one stopping but you. So group number 1, you can be in a relationship, but first, you have to admit that you want one. That you want that one relationship. So love can happen for you in the form of a relationship and faster than you've ever imagined. So you don't have to spend any more time wanting a relationship or wanting one and pretending that you don't. So you guys can actually be in a relationship this year, or next month or this week. Here is how. So step 1 is you name it and you claim it. So whether you believe it or not, your words have power. So why make a desire that your words immediately deny you? So if you want something, you should own it, you should claim it. Ask yourself, what are you afraid of? You know that you have complete control over the relationship that you want to get into. So if you want a relationship, you have to stop shrugging off the thought of one. So love is your right. You should admit to yourself that you want to be in a relationship with someone who deeply cares about you. So it is okay for you to be in a relationship. Just keep that in mind. So it is very okay for you to be loved. It is your right. I know it takes a minute to let that acknowledgement sink in, but I know you guys can do it. So for an additional reading, I will be pulling a card from this deck. So this deck is of some sort about yourself. So let's see. trust your intuition, she is always right. So can I just share some characteristics of this intuition right here? So intuition is a gentle and subtle. So intuition, it whispers through you. It does not scream or beg with you as you go about your day. Your intuition speaks in subtle hints. So to recognize it, you must keep a peaceful behavior and thoughtfully listen to the voice of your spirit. You can access intuition anytime, often, and unexpectedly. Because it is a real force in our lives, it is not just a thought. Intuition is a real spiritual energy that guides and directs you. So you can become in tune to your spirit if you take the time to recognize it. Also, intuition always works, as I believe. Because whether you appreciate the outcomes of your intuition, it is always working for you. So listen to your core self, your authentic self, your spirit, because it wants to reconnect with you. So this intuition, it never leaves your side, yet it is drowned out by the careless thoughts dominated by your logical mind. So let today be the day you commit to making more time to listen to your intuition. So allow it to influence on your life in every way, and rest assured, it will be the gentle companion you call on moving forward. So for the last part of this reading, I'm going to share some affirmations you can say and do on a daily basis. So you can do it silently or loudly in the morning, in the afternoons, or even at nighttime. So it's totally up to you, group number 1. So let me pull from this one. It says, I like where I am and I'm over the moon about where I'm going. Again, it reads, I like where I am and I'm over the moon about where I'm going. So this one, you can list it to your calendars, to your notes, notepads, or your journal. You can use it for every day. So let me pull another one. I'm enjoying the journey because the destination is certain. So these are the 2 affirmations that really resonates with your reading group number 1. So again, you can use it for your everyday on a daily basis. Again, you can ask yourself, what is your soul that really wants? So what does your heart crave? And for that, you should trust your intuition because it is always right. From there, take one step in that direction because you know you are where you're going, because your intuition, she's always right. And your destination is certain. So sending love and light for you guys. I hope you like this reading, and if you did, subscribe to our channel and comment down below if any of this resonated with you. So see you in my next readings. Goodbye. Take care. Hello group number 2. Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your readiness towards a real and very serious relationship. So in this reading, guys, we will be talking all about you, so you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. So don't hesitate to share it and let's interact in the comments below. So are you ready, guys? Okay, group number 2. As you can see here, you have the card. Am I communicating my needs? So let's see the message in the back. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? And for your today's soul action, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting? And with whom? And what do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? So, communication is vital to any relationship. So, without it, there will always be misunderstandings, some fights, frustrations, confusions. But what kind of communication do you really want? So, do you want frequency, or do you want some meaningful, value-adding communication? So, saying that you want better communication isn't enough. So, you have to be more specific, guys. So, you have to really tell people what you want, so it won't be a guessing game anymore. In any relationship, as they say, communication is key. Expecting another person to read your mind will get you nowhere. So, you have to decide for yourself the kind of communication you want, but never compromise and say that whatever is fine. So be more open, so demand more, stand up for what you want, don't and never settle for just okay. So let's proceed with this deck. I will be pulling one card from here. It's a cute one. Can you see? It's ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. So, in here, as you can see, they have a companion, they have each other. So, doing things for yourself is important. It is so important. But that doesn't mean you aren't allowed to ask for help. So, we sometimes perceive asking for help as a sign of weakness, when in fact, it's the complete opposite of it. So, asking for help is a sign of wanting to improve yourself and being wise enough to know you can't always do it all alone. So, you have to be willing to make sacrifices, to push yourself, to do things you've never done before in order to better yourself and your life. So you have to wake up determined to do better, because even with all the help in the world, you will never be successful until you want it more than everyone else around you. So again, asking for help is great. It is very empowering. It is wonderful to feel the never-ending support of those who care about you and want you to succeed. So you should ask yourself for help, because it's always easier than trying to figure something out on your own and wasting your valuable time or even money. So it is okay, guys, to ask for help in all aspects of your life. Sometimes not asking for help can be much more damaging than asking for it. But you have to know when enough is enough. You can accept others' help and their generosity from the start, but you can't lean on it forever. So you can't use others' help as a crutch in your own life. You have to eventually pick yourself up and teach yourself things, because you can't rely on people around you forever. So again, it is okay to ask for help. It is encouraged to ask for help, but make sure you're in a position to use that help to improve your life, so you're not wasting people's valuable time. So for the last part of this reading, I'm going to share some affirmations here you can say and do on a daily basis. You can do it silently or loudly in the morning, in the afternoon, or even at nighttime. So it's totally up to you guys. So let me pick affirmations. I will be picking 3. So I don't know how it's gonna come. I just know it's gonna come because it always comes. I love this one for you. I let go of my past beliefs that no longer serves me. So this can mean about your desires. I see that New Year's are a hard restart of our lives, of evaluating our beliefs from the past year, or are we still bringing these beliefs for this following year? So I love this one. So for your third and last affirmation that I'm going to share, I have unique gifts to share with the world. So you, group number 2, definitely have the unique gifts that you should share with the world and ask them for what they want. If you have the abilities, if you have the right tools to help them, you should do so. You should offer the help that you can give these people around you. So we're at the end, and I hope you like this reading. Sending love and light for you guys. So subscribe to our channel and comment down below if any of this resonated with you. So see you in my next readings. Take care. Bye! Hello, group number 3. Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your readiness towards a real and serious relationship. So in this reading, we will be talking all about you. So you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. So don't hesitate to share it and let's interact below. So are you guys ready to begin? Okay, group number 3. As you can see here, your first card is, do I believe I am worthy? So let's see the message in the back. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt of. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. So for your today's soul action, for a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? So for your today's mantra, I'm worthy of it all. So again, I'm worthy of it all. So again, in this card, your worth should never be determined by anyone other than yourself. Nor should it be determined by the skeletons of your past, especially the ones that have long since decomposed. So your worth is whatever you decide to be right at this very moment, and no amount of rejection letters, dodge phone calls, cheating partners, declined reservations can even diminish that worth. So unless, of course, you give them that permission to. So if ever you find yourself seesawing between self-love and self-loathing, I hope that you chose love. But if you can do that, then perhaps your strength will inspire others to do the very same. So to look past the ugliness of humanity and to instead rediscover its untapped beauty. And if you see someone else struggling to remember their own worth, don't hesitate to jog their memory. We could always use the reminder every once in a while. Again, for your mantra, I'm worthy of it all. So for an additional message, I will be pulling one card from this deck. So remove the limiting labels you're wearing. Again, remove the limiting labels you're wearing, because we all have a certain sense of ourselves. So we have an identity that we painted for ourselves, a bunch of labels we cling to. So I'm this and I'm that, I love this, I dislike this, I fear this, or I wouldn't do that. And we keep repeating these things to ourselves until they stick. So until we really construct an identity for ourselves, one that is very predictable, because we ultimately want to feel comfortable. So we want to feel safe, we want to know where to draw the lines. So, however, oftentimes, people start focusing too much on themselves, on the labels they put on themselves, on their limiting beliefs, making them shrink day by day, while all we need an identity, because through it we perceive the world and contribute to it. So I invite you guys to be more flexible and to afford to take a little more risk. So which could involve shedding skin from time to time. We could afford to let go of past selves and reconstruct them over and over and over again. So in a world where everybody is actually focused on themselves, absorbed in their own heads, thinking everyone is paying so much attention to them, perhaps we can conclude that we could afford to be a little less self-conscious and a little braver, so that life could become a beautiful adventure rather than a prison disguised as a shelter. So for the last part of this reading, I'm going to share some affirmations you can say on a daily basis. So you can do it silently or loudly, in the mornings, in the afternoons, or even at nighttime. So it's totally up to you guys. So this one is really for you. I am enough. Just like the mantra in this first card, I'm worthy of it all. So you guys are enough. I'm worthy of all the abundance, love, and amazing experiences I want. So these are the two affirmations I can share with you for this reading. And I hope this reading resonated with you. So sending love and light for you guys. And subscribe to our channel and comment down below. And see you in my next reading, group number 3. Take care. Bye!